Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Mushabbar. I have been asked for this question again and again during the last 25 years. How someone can apply for university admissions in Sweden. And during the last 25 years, I have been answering to this question again and again. Let's now make a short video about this topic. Even though I have made some videos in the past, let's make this video only focusing on this topic so that in the future I don't have to answer verbally to each and every one. But before I do that, let me give you a small introduction about myself. My name is Sayyid Mushabbar Sadiq. I came in Sweden in 1996 as an international master's student in Chalmers University of Technology in Gothenburg. My specialization was digital communication systems and technology. Since then, I have been working within the field of information security and GRC, governance, risks management, and compliance. During my full-time work, I have also obtained 2 other independent international master's degrees from KTH, which is the biggest technical university of Sweden, located in Stockholm. So I have completed 3 independent international master's programs from Sweden. This also means that I have a lot of experience with the education system in Sweden, and especially for the international students. I have also a lot of experience for the Swedish education systems as well, for the Swedish students as well. Currently, I am working in Nordea Bank, which is the biggest bank in the whole Scandinavia. I work there as Senior Information Security Officer. Security, risks management, compliance, and governance is my bread and butter. One of the interesting security area that I have been working with is national security and public safety. Now let's come back to the topic. But before we do that, let me share my browser. So please hold on. If you want to know anything about me, please look at my LinkedIn profile. Here you can find a lot of information about me. Also, this is the YouTube channel. You can see the link here. The link is also the link has also been given in the description. In this channel, you can find a lot of information about me. For example, there is a whole video, or maybe there are a couple of videos about me describing who am I. Also, I have made several videos about the education system in Sweden, especially for international students. And also there are some videos for local students. For example, this video, Study in Sweden. This is valid both for international students and also for local students. And there are also some other videos. So you can also look at my past videos. If you want to know more about the education system in Sweden, then you can also join this group and you can help each other. You can ask questions. There's also a Facebook page. You can also join this page if you like. And there's also my personal page, same like the YouTube channel. You can also like this page and follow this page if you like. Now let's come back to the topic of how to apply for higher education in Sweden. As said before, I have been giving answer to this question again and again, how to apply for university admissions in Sweden since 1996. And the answer is very simple in these days. In the old days, let's talk about like 20 years in the past, it was a bit complex, but right now they have made things very easy. If you want to know anything about study in Sweden, then you have to look at this website, Study in Sweden. So the link to this website has also been given in the description. There is another website, universityadmissions.sc. The link for this website also has been given in the description. If you know the existence of these two websites, then I don't think you need any more information. You don't need any help from anyone else if you know the existence of these two websites. All you need to do is that to read everything in this website A to Z, both in Study in Sweden and also at universityadmissions.sc. It may take some weeks, it may take some months, or maybe several months, but you have to read this website thoroughly. Here you can find everything. And when you apply, you have to think, you have to plan, you really have to spend time. And even though I have been providing links to these websites to many students, they still ask again and again how to apply. And in this website, here you can read university admissions in Sweden. This is the official website, and there is a 2-minute tour here. This tour also summarizes how to apply. Let's go through this tour together so that you can know it step by step. Let's read it together. Are you interested in applying for university studies in Sweden? If yes, then you have come to the right place. And the important thing, and this is very important thing to know, that does not matter to which university you want to apply, and does not matter if you want to apply on bachelor level or master's level, and does not matter if you want to apply for individual course or for the whole program. This is the website from where you need to start your application. I am talking about the international students. For the local students, they have to use this website, studera.nu. And I have also described how they can use this website in my previous video about study in Sweden. This is the video. I think you see that. So for the Swedish students, they can look at studera.nu. For the international students, they have to use universityadmissions.sc site. But the important thing is that they only have to apply from this website. Does not matter which university they want to submit their application. Let's look at the process. First, you need to search for the course or for the program that you want to apply. In this search example, he has searched for the business related master's programs. You can search whatever you like. If you look at this website, there is like find the course, find a course. So go to this link and then search for your course. Whatever you want to study, you can search for that, whether it is on the master's level or on the bachelor level or a single course. You can also search a single course. And once you have chosen what you want to study, you can just add those courses. So there is a like a, how should I describe, like a web shop. So you will add these courses into your account or into your web shop. Let's go to the next. You also need to create an account. If you if you are an existing student in Sweden, just like, for example, I have taken courses from Linköping University, from Chalmers University, and from KTH University. So if I am an existing student, then I can use the existing account that I have in my relevant university. I can use that account to log into this website, and I have already tested that it works. I completed my courses from, for example, KTH, Kungliga Tekniska Högskola, which is the biggest technical university of Sweden. I have completed courses from there maybe in 2003 or 4 or 5, somewhere in that time frame, and I still have an account, and I can log in with the same credentials, and then that's done. That's how I will log in. But if you are a new international student, let's say from Pakistan, then you have to create an account, and you can create an account. It's just like you are creating an account in a Facebook or in a YouTube. Okay. So once you have created your account and you have also searched your desired programs or courses, then you need to pick and choose which program really you want to apply for. Now, if you go back, you can see that on the master's level, you can choose up to 4 programs. So these 4 programs can be on the same university or at different universities, but you can pick and choose maximum 4 international master's programs at the same time. On the bachelor level, you can choose up to 10 courses or 10 programs at the same time. Once you have chosen your programs, you have to prioritize them, and it is important. Let's read here. Once you have selected your course, it is important that you plan them in order with the one you most want to be accepted to first, and so on. You can change the order up to the application deadline. Yes, you can change the order again and again, but you have to prioritize the order according to your wish. And then after you have done everything, you need to submit your application. Look at the confirmation screen, look at all the questions that you have answered correctly, and then just press the submit button. And after that, if you are an international student, then depending on from which country you come from, you have to pay an application fee. For EU students, there is no application fee. Also, there's no application fee for the Swedish students. But for the students that does not belong to EEA, EEA stands for European Economic Area. If you do not belong to one of the countries that are part of EEA, then you have to pay an application fee, which is like a 900 Swedish krona. And if you are a member of, if you have the nationality of a country which is part of the EEA, then you need to submit the copy of your passport so that you can prove that you belongs to EEA. So once you have done that, your application is now complete. Now what you have to do that you can just submit the application without submitting your actual hard copies of your degrees or certificates or credentials. So after submitting your applications, you have to also submit copies of your degrees, attested copy of your degrees, and also your English proficiency certificate. So this you have to send later on. And you don't have to wait for the deadlines. You can do this whenever you are ready. After the deadline, you will not be able to do it, but before the deadline, you don't have to wait for the last day. Do it well advanced in time and plan it very well. So after the deadline, when your application would have been processed, you will know in your profile that if you have been accepted or not. And if you have been given admission to some of the program, that you have prioritized, then you have either to accept it or reject it. So please take an action on time. You have to take action, otherwise maybe you are going to lose your place. And sometimes your name may appear in a waiting list or in a reserve, and then you have also to take action according to the guidance that you will get. So if you have got admission, then you have to do some more stuff. Basically, there's a lot of information that has been given in this website, and you have to go through that website, what steps you need to know to do before you visit Sweden. For example, before coming to Sweden, maybe you have to pay your tuition fee. Those kind of guidance you will get in this website. If you read here, it's written that all students should contact their university regarding housing, books, registration, and the first day of classes. Yes, you have to apply for visa and you have to do a lot of other things. You have also to book accommodation, and this is one of the very important thing. Many students, they neglect the accommodation part, the housing part, and then when they decide to come to Sweden, they are really getting into a lot of problem because there is shortage of housing in Sweden. So I think you have to read carefully all the instructions that you get from this website and also from the relevant university where you have got admission, and then follow all the guidance before you visit Sweden. So that's all. So these are the simple steps that you have to follow. Basically, if you know the existence of this website, universityadmissions.sc and studyinsweden.sc, then I think you do not need any more information. Everything is available in those websites. But I wonder why sometimes students, they look for agents. You don't need to go to any agent. You don't need to get any help from anyone else. You only have to do is to follow the guidance from these websites. That's all. And if you are not able to follow the guidance from these websites, then I think you don't have the intellectual capability that is needed to study in Sweden. If you need help from someone else to submit your application, then I think you don't have the capability to study in Sweden. So everything that you need to study in Sweden is available here. So from these websites, you can apply on bachelor's level, on master's level, and also for individual courses. But if you want to apply for PhD level, then you have to look at the individual universities. In Sweden, PhD is like a job, and you have to look at the job announcement part of the websites at different universities. So all the PhD positions, normally they are announced at the universities websites, and you can look on those announcements. You can find the list of all the universities from these websites at universityadmissions.sc or even at studera.sc, the Swedish version of the same thing, I think, at universityadmissions.sc. So from these websites, you can find the list of all the universities in Sweden. And if you are unable to do that, go to my previous video. Listen to this video. Welcome to study in Sweden. And here I have a list of all the universities and education institutions in Sweden. And I have here, you can see also the graph and regarding where they are allocated. I think they have listed like 39 universities plus educational institutions. So for PhD, level education, you have to go directly to the universities. One more thing that I want to answer today, I am also getting a lot of questions about the scholarship. And I always recommend to students that they should never come to Sweden if they don't have some kind of scholarship. For non-EU students, it's going to cost a lot to study in Sweden. If you are coming from Pakistan or India and Bangladesh, and if you don't have scholarship, then it's going to be a very tough life here. Because education is costly for non-EU students in Sweden. It costs a lot of money, and maybe you are not able to get job here. And even if you are able to get job, then you are going to it's going to have an impact on your education. Maybe you will find a lot of troubles if you do both work and study at the same time. So I always recommend students that if they do not belong to EU, then I think they should only come to Sweden if they get a scholarship. And if you want to know how to get scholarship, then I think you should look at this website, Study in Sweden, and there you have information about find your scholarship. Just go there. So here you can see there are different kind of scholarships. The others here you have a list of scholarships, and here you can search or filter. For example, there are scholarships from the Swedish Institute. The scholarship from the Swedish Institute is considered very important. It's a very good scholarship. I think everyone should try for this scholarship. But then universities also give different kind of scholarships, and then there are also scholarships from other places. And you can filter the scholarship that is relevant for you or applicable to you based on from which country you come from. So right now, this website has been customized for Sweden. You can customize it for whatever country you want. Let's customize it for Pakistan. Now, this is the list of scholarships that are applicable to Pakistan. Let's look at the Swedish Institute scholarship. This is very important scholarship. And then you have also some other scholarship that are applicable to you. Yeah. So here you can find all the scholarships that are applicable to you. But remember that some people think that you need to have a very high grade to get a scholarship. But that is not true. I think these different organizations that award different kind of scholarships, they have different kind of criteria. And many times they don't just look at the grades. There has been cases where people have got scholarship with average grades. If you want to apply for a scholarship, then my advice to you is that you should have at least 1 to 2 years of experience, or maybe from 6 months to 2 years of experience, somewhere that. And you should have experience of both technical education and also non-technical, such, for example, team lead role, or a role where you need to express your communication skills. Because there are different kind of things they will consider when they will make a scholarship decision. They will look, of course, at your grades, but then they're also going to look at your work experience. Also, they are going to look at your extracurriculum activities, maybe like your social work or sports thing, if you have done some sports and so on. Also, what kind of stuff you have been doing when you were studying. Maybe you were part of, for example, student union and was helping others. So there are a lot of things that they will consider. Also, they are distributing the scholarship to different countries. So sometimes it also matters a lot from which country you come from. And also they want to give some scholarship to the female students. So if you are a girl or a female, then I think it is a bit easy for you to get scholarship because, for example, in some of the technical fields, there's shortage of girls. For example, in my area, in information security or in GRC, governance, risk management, and compliance, they are looking for female candidates and they don't find. They actually take a torch and they look where is the girl, and they don't find any because many times girls, they don't study really the technical subjects. So I think it is a bit easier for girls to get these scholarships, but still they have to compete. It will not be so easy. They have to compete with all the other applicants. But the point that I want to give to all of you who are listening to me, that it is not only grades that matter. So even if you don't have a gold medal, or if you are not number one in your class, you can still get these scholarships if you have prepared your application carefully. So when you submit your application, both for your admission and for your scholarship, do some homework, spend some time, spend not only hours, but spend like months and weeks and months. Prepare your application well, properly, get all the experience that is needed, and then if your application will be complete, will be good, even if you don't have good grades, you can get success. So basically, this is all that I want to cover today. But before we close for today, I want to let you know that please share this video to everyone that you know. This video may help a lot of people. So I will be thankful to you if you can share this video to your friends and family members. I think this video is going to help a lot of people, and if you are going to share this video to other people, it will be a great thing for other people. And if you really think that this video is useful, please also subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can know about all the videos. To do that, also you need to press the bell icon. Also, if you like, you can subscribe, or you can follow my Facebook channels. You can also become part of this Swedish Pakistani Facebook group. It is a decentralized community. Actually, we are aiming to make it a decentralized community. And if you don't like this video, you are most welcome to dislike it. There's no problem with that. So thank you to all of you. But before leaving, please also listen to the disclaimer. Thank you to all of you, and goodbye.